Let's go. In the back. In the back. What about my seat? Right, we're gonna set you here. Oh my goodness. Wow, hello friends, welcome back. Yeah, I didn't anticipate there being this long between the videos here in Australia, but unfortunately within our first week of being here, Courtney and I managed to pick up COVID. Thankfully we both got through it without too many symptoms, and thankfully we were only stuck inside for a week, but during that time we got plenty of rest and time to get over our jet lag, and also watched a bunch of great TV, as well as just doing a few workouts. I've been working on my hip and knee stability to help that runner's knee that I was suffering with. But yeah, we're back out. Today's our first day back out, so we brought the Fanway out for a little drive and a little walk. I think we're going to head to the beach next, before I then have my first run outside in a little while. I'm really excited for it actually, and I am only about 2 weeks away now from my half marathon. I'm going to be running the Hills to Henley half marathon here in Adelaide. I think it's on the 24th of July, yes. But yeah, 2 weeks away from that. I'm feeling good for that. And yeah, I think I'm only about 6 weeks away from the Adelaide Marathon, which the training for, I guess, hasn't really gone to plan, because last week we were traveling over from the UK, so we were pretty much written off with jet lag, and you know, 2.5 days of travel was quite intense, followed by the week we've just had of being stuck inside with COVID. So haven't been able to get a solid couple of weeks in of training, but the good news is that I'm still feeling fit. And what can you smell? As I was saying, the training isn't exactly going to plan, but I'm feeling good for the marathon, as the Brighton Marathon was only a few months ago. I don't feel like I've lost much fitness in that time. But with that being said, I wanted to sit down in the van and talk you guys through some changes that I'm going to be making in my training, and maybe just a little different outlook, or a change in outlook, as I should say, that I've had recently. So to start with, the difference that I will be taking into this half marathon and marathon coming up is that I will be wearing Saucony shoes. So I've opted to wear the Endorphin Pro 2. So this is actually the older of the Saucony shoes in the Pro lineup now. The Pro 3s have just come out, but I got these, I think, for about $220. I'll put that price up on screen now if I'm incorrect, but that worked out to be, I think, about £130. So a really cheap, obviously in the sale, opportunity to try out these Sauconys. And for a carbon shoe with what looks like a great build, I'm really happy to pay that kind of price. Previously I've been running in the Vaporfly Next Percent 2s and the Alpha Flies, and you know, they are so much more expensive than the rest of the field, and here in Australia the prices are a little cheaper. So for example, the new Alpha Fly 2 is $370, which equates to about £205. But I will say that I was able to pick up a, okay, albeit slightly less new version of a Pro carbon shoe. This one I think for, yeah, around about £130. And then I've also picked up a daily runner, the Saucony Omni 19. Again, a shoe that's slightly old now. It's actually been replaced by its predecessor, I think maybe that's the word, or successor, I'm not sure, the Saucony Omni 20, which I absolutely loved. So I thought I'd try the 19 out. But I was able to get 2 pairs of shoes in a US 10, so UK 9, quite a desirable shoe size I think. I was able to get 2 pairs of shoes for £205. So that's the same price as 1 pair of the new Alphafly 2s. So I guess that opens up a question. Maybe the Alphafly 2 is the best marathon shoe, but really for the price, is it the best on paper? If I can get a daily runner that's probably going to do about 600 miles, as well as a, let's face it, this shoe has done some pretty cool things. I've seen a lot of pros wearing this shoe. If I'm able to buy 2 pairs of shoes for the same price as 1 pair of shoes that probably won't do as many miles as either of these, is it really the best shoe? So for me, I will say that at the moment money is an issue. I'm traveling in Australia, I'm not working currently, and I'd really like to stretch my money as far as I can. Is the best marathon shoe for me the Alphafly 2, or is it the Saucony Endorphin 2, a slightly older shoe? But you know what, I could actually buy 2 of these for the same price as the new Alphaflys. Who knows? I guess that's a question for you. But I would like to change my stance on a video that I made a little while back actually, and it was on the Alphafly 1. And I said in that video that actually that shoe was probably my favourite running shoe to date, and it probably was the best shoe for the marathon distance. I'd like to just revise that and just to say that actually I think the best marathon shoe is the shoe that really you can afford and really you feel comfortable in, because if I'm honest, that Alphafly is a great shoe, but I never felt stable in that shoe. And you know what, that's probably more of a testament to my weakness as a runner. I've had some issues with the runner's knee, and that I think is a result of my pronation and my hip drop issues, as well as an inconsistent sort of gait cycle. So that's something I'm working on. Maybe the Alphafly in the future, or a shoe similarly unstable, will be good for me to run in, but currently, you know what, I think I want to stick to something a little bit more stable, a little bit more neutral. And you know what, if it doesn't work, it hasn't cost me that much money. I don't need to completely, what's the word I'm looking for, commit to a shoe like this. I can give it a go, and if it doesn't work out, I can probably pass it on eBay or to a friend without too much of a loss. So I haven't run in the Saucony Endorphin Pro 2 yet. I will be doing that in the next couple of days. Today I'm going to be running in the Saucony Omni 19. I'm going to get about 10k in the bank, I think, just to see how we feel. But yeah, unfortunately I have had COVID in the last week, so I haven't got massive expectations for this run. I really hope that my fitness will be back to where it was before I unfortunately picked up COVID, but we'll see how we get on. But that's just my hot take on marathon shoes, and I guess this pressure that maybe we all feel to staying up to date with the latest trends. I won't lie, I did have the Alphafly 2s in my basket on the Nike website, and I was so excited to see how much cheaper they were over in Australia than they are in the UK. I think in the UK they are retailing for £270. Whereas as I say, here they are, I think, £205 after the currency change. So yeah, that's really interesting. But I think I've made the right decision to save a bit of cash and actually opt for the miles as opposed to the, I guess, outright speed and performance. But let's get on with this 10k. How'd you go, buddy? You're on the big screen.
Are you going to show them the upgrade?
Oh boy, am I going to show them the upgrade. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Right, so we're down in Victor Harbour. I've got the visor on. We're ready now. I'm just going to do a little shakeout before I head out. We're going to be doing about 10k today. If I feel good, I might extend the loop down to a place called Horseshoe Bay. I'll be showing you guys as we go. Hopefully I can name a few of the places, but still early days here in Adelaide, so trying to learn the names and yeah, find my way around town slowly but surely. And yeah, let's get going. All right, and we're off. So we're heading out of Victor Harbour now. This behind me, somewhere over my shoulder, is Granite Island, which Courtney tells me we can run around tomorrow. Slightly hilly trail, I've heard, but yeah, it's a little too busy to run around that today. But there's a beautiful causeway heading out to the Granite Island, so yeah, I imagine that's going to be 5k or so. Oh, appears there's a steam train coming into town. Wow, very cool. But yeah, we've been in Adelaide now for about 10 days, and yeah, my eyes are wide open, taking it all in. It's just so exciting. My jaw's been dropping the whole time I've been here. Just, yeah, culture shock. It's really interesting. Wow, there's the steam train. Very cool. That train that I saw earlier, there's sort of this crossing, but with no real lights or sirens to warn you that the train's coming. So it sort of seems that you have to just look both ways and hope for the best. Hope that steam train isn't absolutely bottling it in. So yeah, that was a bit weird. So we're about a mile into this run now, and the Saucony Omnis are feeling great. It's my first mile in these shoes, and yeah, you know what? Being back from COVID, I feel great. So we're about 3.5k in now. It's coming up to 17 minutes. Yeah. Tracking along at a nice pace. The shoes feel great. Our body feels great, even though it's my first one back from COVID. Yeah, really happy with it. And yeah, the shoes feel fantastic. I can't notice any huge differences from the Omni 20s. As I say, these are the Omni 19s, so I would expect to feel not so much a downgrade, but maybe just a slight difference, but so far I don't. Maybe I'll feel this a bit more over time, but yeah, stay tuned for a more comprehensive review in the next few videos while I get some miles into these shoes. But yeah, they're feeling great so far. Really nice and supported, and yeah, I'm ticking over at about a 175 strides per minute cadence today, and they feel really nice and snappy, but with that support that you need in a daily trainer. But yeah, feeling fantastic. It's nice and warm. You can probably hear that in my breathing, but whew, feeling so good to be back out, just heading along the coast. And I can't help but think everything looks a bit Tracy Island, you know, from Captain Scarlet. I feel like any one of these houses could sort of open up and a rocket would come out the top to save the day. Maybe it's just me, but it all looks very Tracy Island around here. Did I say Captain Scarlet? I think I meant Thunderbirds. I'm not sure. Checking for trains, and we're all good. So we are here. This is, I believe, Horseshoe Bay. I might be wrong, but yeah, just gone over 6.5k. Let's see how long that took. Yeah, half an hour. So steady pace today, or easy I should say, but the legs are feeling good and the breathing feels good. What a relief. That was my first time having COVID, and despite it only lasting about 5 days, I felt pretty damn awful. The illness truly is no joke, and I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. But this is where I'll be ending my run today. This landscape is incredible, very different to anything I've ever seen before, and oh my goodness. And it's the middle of winter, can you believe that? We made it. Damn, it's good to be in Australia. And that is a wrap for today's run. That was 9k in 45 minutes. Averaged, I think, about a yeah, 4:56 per kilometre pace, nice and easy. Oh, it's so good to be back. Oh, this time 3 days ago I was not in a good way, just about. It's about 1 p.m, but yeah, I was in bed, not feeling good at all. So if you're experiencing COVID at the moment, or you're ill, you're injured, whatever's going on, just hold faith. You'll be back soon, you'll be back running, you'll be back moving. It will get better. But oh my goodness, that was a tough week we've just had, and I'm so grateful that we're both back, both feeling better, both out in the open world. Oh yeah, so good to be back. And I will wrap today's video there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in more content from Australia, following my training and just day-to-day life, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you've liked this video in particular, if you're super happy that I'm back out making videos, please leave a like down below. It really does help the videos get seen and suggested to more people. It really means so much that my content is reaching more and more people. To everyone that's watched my marathon video, my everything I learned from my first marathon, that video's on about 3,500 views now. So thank you all so much for the support on that video, and it's probably my favourite video to date, just based on the experience that the marathon was, and it's so good to share it with you all. But as always, find gratitude, find peace, and I'll see you all very soon. I cut it and say, post and run.